Yeah, that's the point, Simone Biles. You're representing your nation, you're selfish sociopath.
So this past week, right-wing pundits have been outraged over the fact that Simone Biles, probably the greatest gymnast in the world, at least today, bowed out of the team competition in Tokyo while Team USA was going for gold. And she basically told her coach that she was not in the right headspace to continue after a poor showing on the balance beams. And that's something that, and I've been reading, that's something that happens to a lot of gymnasts, actually. Not even, a lot of people discussing the mental health aspect and how important it is for people to basically take care of themselves. And that's obviously one aspect of this, but also specifically for what she does. There were former gymnasts who were previously at the Olympics coming out and talking about how there are actual things that a lot of gymnasts go through where they become lost in the air. It's called twisties, that they call it, and they become disoriented. And it could take them quite some time, and actually not even just like getting in the right headspace, like after like just going like to the back and just just thinking it through for a bit and maybe throwing water on themselves and getting a drink. No, it's like something that they could actually take lots of practice to get over, where they just become disoriented. And it seems like whatever it may be, the pressure, the fact that the judges score Simone Biles differently because she's so talented and don't give her the proper points for some of the extremely hard maneuvers that only she can do. Whatever it is, she just wasn't in the right space, and she told her teammates after a poor showing, "I'm out." This really pissed off the right wing. They were just complaining nonstop, like they ever cared about gymnastics to begin with, but whatever. But one person specifically stuck out to me, and that was Charlie Kirk, the head of Turning Point USA. He went on his podcast radio show, and he just went on and on without really knowing anything about the situation. Let's take a listen to Charlie Kirk go batshit crazy over Simone Biles, basically saying she needs to step away from the team competition at the Olympics.
So Simone Biles, who's obviously a very talented gymnast, decided not to compete in the gold medal competition. Now, she probably could have just competed and just kind of checked the boxes and they would have got a gold medal. Simone Biles says, this Olympic Games, I want...
Whoa. See, here's the thing. That's not accurate. That's not accurate. Because if you knew anything about what was going on, you would actually know that Simone Biles did really poorly on the balance beams. In fact, her score was so low because she got out of she wasn't focused and she lost her, she was going through whatever it is that she was going through and wasn't in the right headspace. She actually did really bad. In fact, it was her score that brought the whole team's score down. And don't believe me, here is Yahoo Sports columnist who also is an executive producer on an Aaron Hernandez Netflix documentary, who also wrote some best-selling books like Epic Athletes, a series for young readers. Let me pull up his tweet here. Dan Wetzel says, on Simone quitting on her team, she actually saved it. Her vault scored a 13.766. So I'm sorry, I was wrong about what specific gymnastics spot she did poorly on. But her vault scored a 13.766. Brutally low. It was 0.534 below her teammates and a 0.7 below the lowest Russian score. Russia took a commanding 1.067 lead because of it. U.S. can't win silver if she's scoring like that. I realized this from the very beginning. Like, it was so weird to me that anyone would not realize why she was doing it. Like, just the idea that she just did it selfishly. Let's continue to show just how little these guys understood what was going on.
I wanted to be for myself when I came in, and I felt like I was still doing it for other people, as she cried after the team event on Tuesday. So that just, it like hurts my heart, because doing what I love has been kind of taken away from me to please other people. Yeah, that's the point, Simone Biles. You're representing your nation, you're selfish sociopath. You kidding me?
Whoa, buddy. I mean, whoa. I mean, are you like yourself a gymnast or something? Like, are you like, I'm confused what your deal is here. Like, why are you so passionate about this? This is bizarre.
Today it's like, you know what? I'm not going to do something stupid and get hurt. It's just not worth it. Especially when you have like 3 amazing athletes that can step up to the plate and do it. So you know who has the gold medal? Russia. I have to go look at these 4'11" Russian Olympians chewing on their gold medals, smirking at the Americans. I'm not okay with that. But honestly, that's where we're headed. We are raising a generation of weak people like Simone Biles. Again, if you want to be, if she got all these mental health problems, don't show up. She's an incredible athlete. Of course she's an incredible athlete. I'm not saying, I just said she's probably the greatest gymnast of all time. She's also very selfish. She's immature, and she is a shame to the country. She's totally a sociopath. Of course she's a sociopath. Andrew said she's not a sociopath. What kind of person skips the gold medal match? Who does that? It's a shame.
Someone who actually wants her team to win. Like, this is the thing. Like, you see this with a lot of right-wing pundits, and we'll get to a few of the other examples in a minute for something else I want to point out. She literally made the decision to drop out so her team could win. She realized she wasn't in the right. Oh, aside from the fact that she could have actually, like, this isn't like any other sport. Like, this isn't like, oh, you know, I'm not in it, and I could twist, I could maybe I could not pay attention and like twist my ankle or something. If I'm like basketball, or like, I'm not in the right headspace for baseball. Maybe I could, not throw the ball to the best of my ability. She could literally become quadriplegic in this sport. It's probably, in my estimation, easily one of the most dangerous sports. One wrong move, she lands on her neck and becomes paralyzed. So aside from that fact, she dropped out so her team could win.
To the nation. You just gave a gift to the Russians. Don't show up. If you're not ready for the big time, we got thousands of young female gymnasts that would love to take the place. Thousands. Simone Biles just showed the rest of the nation that when things get tough, you shatter into a million pieces.
First of all, again, he doesn't know what he's talking about. When Simone Biles decided not to continue on for the rest of that match, what happens is the alternate, one of those other great gymnasts Charlie Kirk was just talking about, who could have been at the Olympics, they actually are there. And that's what they're there for. So they actually come in, like, it doesn't become like a 3-on-4 handicap match. Like, this isn't the WWE. It doesn't become a 3-on-4 handicap match when Simone Biles drops out. One of the alternates, one of those other talented gymnasts Charlie Kirk was mentioning, comes in and takes her place. And that's what happened. And in fact, that gymnast who took Simone Biles' place did a great job on the floor routine. I think that's what she did. It was either the floor or the beam. I can't remember which. But the point is, she came in and she killed it. And she helped bring up that score, which again was brought down because Simone Biles was performing badly that day. She brought that score up and actually helped the U.S. clinch the silver medal. So, to recap, because Charlie Kirk does not understand what's going on. As you can see, I'm not really a gymnastics person. I'm getting a few facts about what exactly the routine they were doing was wrong. But I read about what happened, and it really actually just really confirmed what I thought to begin with, and that was Simone Biles was taking one for the team and bowing out because she realized something was wrong and she wasn't performing to her top abilities. So she wanted her team to win. So to recap, Simone Biles performs poorly. She realizes this, decides I can't snap out of it. I'm not in the right headspace. Tells her team this. The equivalent of a coach pulling out like the pitcher in a game of baseball when he's throwing balls and he's throwing bad pitches. You pull him out for the better of the team, and you put a better pitcher in who's going to perform better. So she makes that call, says, I can't do it. They pull her out, put an alternate in who kills it and helps make up for Simone Biles' poor performance. And it's not going to be possible at this point to get that gold medal, but it helps Team USA grab the silver. This is just like ridiculous, truly ridiculous. And to top it all off, to really, make you all understand how Charlie Kirk is not the person to be talking about this. The guy knocking one of the greatest gymnasts probably of all time, but certainly now, recently cut a infomercial saying all this.
About a year ago, I could barely walk down the street or sit in a chair for more than 10 minutes without horrible pain. And now look at me. I'm here to tell you about Relief Factor, the 100% drug-free supplement that's helping tens of thousands of people, young and old, to get out and stay out of pain.
How old is Charlie Kirk? He's 27 years old, and he's cutting boomer-esque pain relief ads, like things that you need for pain relief that you need when you're like old and you have arthritis and things like that. And he is knocking an athlete of Simone Biles' caliber for being mature enough to realize, damn, I'm not performing well. I'll drop out. She probably knew the shit she was going to get from people like Charlie Kirk. But who cares about that? She cared about her team. And obviously herself. Her health. But she made the right call, obviously.